Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Art of Creation Homestead. My name is Jason. We're out here and it's time to plant. We gotta get our stuff planted, right? We've already been planting some of our green stalks. See here, we got this one. It's got some arugula here, and then some kind of kale and some spinach and some other kale, and then this one right here has got some lettuce all up and down, and a little spinach here. And this just started with a flower. So these two are growing well, but we have more to plant. As a small space gardener, somebody with limited space, you see the fullest extent of our property right there. Okay, so as a small space gardener with limited space, we have to do everything we can to save space and to grow food in the most unique, clever, space-saving ways possible, and that includes using these green stalks. We use other things besides green stalks, like we grow potatoes in grow bags. We have these other green stalks down here that we use in a variety of manners as well. We've already set them down so we can get them planted pretty easy. And I will tell you that if you have a green stalk and you want to put it on uneven ground or on some soft ground, use pavers. Put pavers below it. It really helps keep it sturdy and straight. So that's really the point of this video today, is talking about the variety of ways that you can use them, how we use them, and how you're going to get the most out of these green stalks. Like earlier today, Angela Kay planted this one right here. This is a 5-tier leaf. She planted it full of herbs. It's right here outside the kitchen. Kitchen's right here. So we keep a lot of these green stalks right here close by for easy access. But she put herbs in this one. A couple of kinds of basil, some parsley, and some cilantro. There's really no point in growing much else for her, because that's pretty much what she uses mostly. So you don't want to grow a bunch of random things you're not going to use, correct? So that's what we're doing that, and that's why we have greens sitting here, some arugula sitting there, is because it's easy access to get to the things that we're going to use. So like here we have this green stalk already broke down, and it's going to go in the patio on this side, and we're going to use it for more greens. Okay, this is our favorite kale. Ragged Jack, Russian red Ragged Jack kale. It's delicious, it's amazing. So we're going to plant 3 tiers of that, and then we're also going to plant 2 tiers of this Swiss chard. It seems to be the most heat tolerant and the most hardy for our area. For whatever reason, it grows the best. So we're going to plant those here. But now I want to tell you the reason why we're choosing these in particular is this will probably last a little longer into the summer, but if it does happen to succumb to the heat or something like that, then this will also be gone because of the heat eventually. So these can come out at the same time, or this can come out by itself. Then we can replant with some bush beans. That's really the goal here, is to make sure you can kind of succession plant in a way. It's a different kind of succession plant for what people talk about a lot, but just continually plant, grow, reap, pull out, plant, grow, reap, pull out, right? It's the same thing, but you want to continually use your space. Like if you had a raised bed, for instance, by how we do our raised beds, if you had a raised bed that was done for the year, what you had in it was some, we'll say, blue lake bush beans that after 60 to 65 days, they've grown where they're going to grow, and they're done. It's over. No more beans are growing. Are you going to waste that space, or are you going to continually want to use that space? So I mean, you may still have 3 or 4 months of growing season left. Grow something, right? And that's the glory of having these green stalks, is that they are a built-in garden right there, growing vertical, saving space, and all these different plant pockets in them. You can absolutely grow a vast variety of things in them. So for instance, like if you want to put a tomato plant in the bottom, you put a couple of tomato plants in the bottom. Next tier up you can plant some bush beans. Next tier up you want to plant some cucumbers. You can have beans, cucumbers, tomatoes, all growing the same thing. Like onions, you can put onions in them. There's just so many different ways you can plant them that's super productive to help with your food security. One thing that also helps is that, like, plant with the seasons. What we're going to do here, and these, we have 2 green stalks here and a 3 tier up there, so we still have 13 tiers to plant. We're going to plant them all in these Tom Thumb peas. Okay, it's a good small container variety, as you see there, that's going to stay compact, produce a little bit, sure, probably not as much as a regular pea plant would produce, but it's going to produce. We're using our space, and you know what? It's going to be done at a certain time, and then we will be able to go back and replant some bush beans in there. So really, truly, we'll plant the peas, then bush beans, and then we'll be able to get some greens in there, because it'll be later in the year and the greens will still be ready to go because it's cooler weather. So we're going to be able to get 3 plantings in all these plant spaces. That's using your green stalk to the maximum ability. And right now they do have their Mother's Day sale going on, so like it's going to start May 2nd in the morning, so you'll be seeing this after the sale started. The 5-tier original, which is mostly what we're planting down here, are going to be $99 or $99.99 on whatever it is, and you'll be able to use our code ART10 ART10 and our link that's going to be in the description below to get $10 off of that. So you'll get this Greenstalk for $89. Okay, and it'll be the cheapest price you're ever going to see it. Never going to be cheaper than that. And then they have a new design called the basket weave. You'll be able to get that one in any color for $109.99 plus our $10 off, so it'll be $99 after that. So those are the steep sales. Everything else is 10% off. Here's the basket weave design, and this pink or cherry blossom color, it's only going to be available through the end of the month, I think, maybe. So you may want to get that while you can. Here's another basket weave design, looking awesome. Now those are the 7-tier leaf. The 7-tier leaves are not on sale steeply. They're just 10% off like everything else is. But the original 5-tier and the original design and the basket weave design are both on sale. Steep prices. Use the code ART10 to get $10 off of them. And get yourself a stinking Greenstalk. They're awesome. I will tell you that when you're planting them, make sure you're using good potting mix, a good light potting soil potting mix. And if you're like us, we are reusing this dirt. It's soil that we've already used in the past. So we've refertilized it with just some worm castings, and it should be good to go. But you'll want to make sure that you're either using fresh soil or refertilized soil that's really light. So there we have it. We're getting our Greenstalk garden planted, and we're going to be done planting Greenstalks for just a little while. Then we can get started on a raised bed. So thank you guys so much for watching. We do appreciate it. My name is Jason. This is Art of Creation Homestead. We love y'all. God bless you. Goodbye.